in their place, glory to you. Lord, let it just be released, that song of the nations, oh God, that would just sing to you, oh God, in the tongues that you've created, oh God. All the nations have been created by you and for you. We've been created by you and for you, oh God. Yes. So Lord, let your song come and let your name be glorified.
Yes. May your kingdom come.
Present-day Germany, where the Moravian movement blossomed and flourished, the 100-year-long prayer movement that never ceased and resulted in missionary activity.
When I'm saying that, as I mean they just disappear. There's a discontentment, there's disillusionment, there's a feeling that the church for so long has been an instrument for the government to actually put its agenda on the table. You all know the whole history of apartheid, and it hasn't changed within the new government. It just changed its face. So
I have my responsibilities in my church. I'm running a quite big church in Brazil, and I'm the responsible for this church. In our ministry, we are South of the Earth Church, and we are now 60 congregations spread for many places in Brazil. And you are working hard in some way to do everything to reach someone. And I don't like very much about the labels. I lived in Scotland for 1 year as a missionary some years ago. And everything there in Bridge, people want to know the label. What you are. We are evangelical, we are charismatic, we are... What are you? This question is all the time. I don't know what I am. Child of God. Our plan is better than His plan for us. It's not about that. Our prayer is to understand His heart for this very moment, and be effective in our lives. To know His heart, to know His feelings for us. So this is a little bit about tribal Jewish. And you are very welcome to come and see what's going on there in Brazil, in our church. We are...
All. After they have taken my father out of the church to the prison, during the Idi Amin Dada's regime. That was the first time to see the gun when they were taking my father. I got annoyed. I was young. I had to join the army to fight the regime. And today, the government which is in power today is the government I helped to fight to come in power. That's when they asked us who were in the bush and we are still young, if we can sign as a reserve force and do other jobs and go to school. I decided also to sign a reserve, to be in a reserve force and do other work because I proved myself to be a servant of God when we are in the bush. So that's how I joined the work of God. Now currently I'm pastoring the church called Chiboga Elim Church in Midwestern Uganda, very far away from the capital city of Kampala, in a rural area. And behind that church, there are other 48 churches.
Without respect for authority, without respect for government, or fatherless, and they're coming against teachers and against rules, and and not even giving us teachers a chance anymore to earn their respect, because from the get-go they're already decided no, but yet they're the people that desire to be fathered despite their rebellion and dishonouring. And what I've learned in being a high school teacher in Australia is that there is a need for Christians to have inner healing. Kids seem to know exactly what buttons to press, and as parents, even though I'm not one, I know that kids, when I stand up in the classroom, know exactly where to go with and how to get to you where you're weak, and I felt like the enemy has tried to rob me of walking fully in Christ and receiving the fullness of what we are called, all Christians, with the same authority and more, and robbing that because of generational curses and whatever that come into our lives. And I've really sought after getting into the roots and pulling those up and being healed in my inner person. And I don't know if you feel that the Jezebel spirit is increasing in these days, and in control and manipulation. I felt that, and I felt like we have the Lion of Judah within us, and he knows no defeat, knows no fear, knows no intimidation. And when we sang that song this weekend, I felt like I wanted to roar at intimidation, at fear of man, at fear of rejection, at fear of being alone, at fear of not being able to sleep, at fear of being controlled, manipulated, or put in a box, at injustice, and winning every time, and let nothing stealing our joy from us or paralysing our church with offence that come in and rob us. With Indonesia, it's a country so rich in emotional and community feeling, but very poor financially, like Africa and other parts of Asia that have been colonialised for a long time. And
yeah,
Ready? Going for the ride?
yeah, happy.
Straight there.
Yeah.
Smile, brother. Live camera, can you capture this moment? There you go, Chris.
Okay, those going up, please keep your arms, legs and heads inside, thanks. Stand clear of the train, thanks.
Photo, absolutely.
Yeah. counterweight going up. It's the counterbalance for the train. Yeah. So that counterbalance is the weight of this.
There's a people.
Yeah,
There's a people.
that's right, mate.
Where?
I could see them. Yeah.
Cockatoo. It's not parrot? No.
How you going?
Oh, and here's a mighty man of God.
Hey, how are you?
Are they? Very good.
G'day. Hey,
John
good
Benton
afternoon.
from India.
Hi, John.
Joseph from Bangladesh.
Craig Myers
Yeah, okay,
from
great.
Glenbrook.
Wow.
Hey, how are you?
This brother organised men's gathering.
You coming
this
to the
Saturday.
Mighty Men of God conference?
Oh. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's right.
Aha. Brother, we take one picture.
Yeah, you're there.
I just want just to even if I can you get mine and give? Are you taking? There you go.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, you think? Oh, brother John, near the edge of the cliff.
Cliff?
Yeah.
Okay, take a snap.
Video, mate.
Video, not video, snap.